Good morning. It is day 113 of Peter and Doxie sailing from New South Wales to Queensland. It is 6:13 a.m. and we're underway. Look who's come to join us. Fabuloso. So just leaving Big Woody Island here, and we have a light southwester, and hopefully that's going to stay with us until at least midday, and we're heading for Burrum Heads. So we're heading out into Hervey Bay now, a bit more open water than we've seen for the last 7 or whatever it is weeks now. But happy days. I'll just turn the camera around, let you enjoy this as well. Okay, so Doxie's sails are up, and we're just heading north.
Morning, this is Marine Rescue Thunderbird. You want a copy, over?
Anyway, the sun is up. That's Moon Point on Fraser Island. Still mist in the valleys and stuff I can see over there. Doesn't that sound poetic? And just looking back now into the Great Sandy Strait. You can just see one of the boats that was anchored at that sandy beach we passed yesterday afternoon. Look at that fog in the valley there. It's just about to pour over the edge. Amazing. Yeah, look at the sun just giving colour to those cliffs now as we head up to the north end of Big Woody Island. Funny, there's just that one little sandy beach on the whole island that I've seen. There's probably more in the shallower parts where we can't go. Looks like a beacon marker there. So I assume behind me there is a break in the shoals. Okay, so we're looking for that marker up ahead, which you may or may not be able to see. It also helps if I hold the camera a bit higher, but look at that. Just, who doesn't love the morning light? Look at this. Huh? That warm yellow glow. I'll shut up now. And I haven't even had my coffee yet. I've got 2 thermoses ready to go. So, as soon as we clear this point, I'm assuming we're going to get a little bit more of a puff from the wind. I'm feeling it now a little bit now across that saddle. Really makes a difference. So we'll get a bit of shadow now as we get to that higher ground, and then we'll be clear of it altogether for the rest of the trip. Okay, I've logged on with Marine Rescue Hervey Bay, and starting to see the mainland just resolving to the north of Big Woody Island here. Now the early morning whale watchers are on their way. That I'll have to assume is Urangan, and possibly the pier that's I've been told about. Yes, it is a narrow waterway. I'm sure you need to come that close. Oh, I think we've got a murmuration happening. Waves, and then behind them as well. Boy, they need to build a new freeway for their commuting as well. Look out, fish, y'all in trouble now. Bluebird sailing. A little chill in the air, but that will disappear as the day goes on. Look at the amount of masts over there. Going north to do warmer climbs, as it were. I suppose that is the Urangan pier. It reminds me a bit of the pier in White Rock in British Columbia, just south of Vancouver. It's a little thing that goes out for miles. Hey, turn around the first marker and chugging along quite nicely, just over 4 knots. Looking back at the Great Sandy Strait, that blue in the distance is Fraser Island, and other bits and pieces, and that's of course Big Woody. It doesn't look that big from this angle because it's long and narrow. We come past the second marker of the day. Stags are enjoying the sun. Cormorants, shags. I'm not quite sure. I can never remember the difference. It's very elusive now. Anyway, heading over that way through shallow water, so yeah, it's a bit of a convoluted route rather than just going straight where I'm going. Heading for Point Vernon now, just navigating the shallows here. There's a little trench between 2 shallow sandbars, so once through there it'll be free rein. Just in the bay on the south side of Point Vernon there are 2 yachts there. I assume they're just staying there temporarily. I can't imagine that would be a safe anchorage permanently, because wouldn't be great in an easterly, that's for sure. Point Vernon, and we're now going between those 2 shallow areas. You can't see anything, but there's a good chance if you get it wrong you would feel something, so we'll be watching this like a hawk. Once we're through here, yeah, we'll be going into deep water, and it'll be the first time in a long time actually. 6-7 weeks maybe, I don't know, but looks good. So good. This is probably the best day I've had out on the actual water in 3 odd months or whatever. It's like a nice gentle breeze pushing us along just around about 4 knots. The sea's a beautiful colour. Yeah, it's warming up now. It's 9:30 in the morning, so the southerly has lost a bit of its chill. So yeah, just chugging along here nicely. And the view from the big chair. And you know what? Not one whale so far. Oh, come to Hervey Bay, you'll see more whales than you can ever point a stick at. I just need one stick and I can point more than one whale, more than whales that I've seen. Oh, anyway, you know what I mean. Yeah, maybe I'll go below and make a coffee. I need another one. Great, this guy, it's alright, I'm going to make one coffee. Nozzle, do some tidying up. And the coffee is being brewed while the world goes by. And it is ready. No whales. So 10 o'clock and I've just turned the engine on. I'm doing some motor sailing now. Just want to step up the pace a bit so I arrive at the right tide and before the wind changes. So I might as well make extra use of that before it goes on the nose. So I'll just turn the camera around. Okay, so yeah, going up that way somewhere. But yeah, just putting a bit of extra pace on so I don't catch myself out and make it harder at the end than it needs to be. Not going anywhere very fast, that's for sure. So maybe it has a young one in tow or something. So so keep an eye on that one. Okay, about 3 miles to run to the beginning of the channel. That looks like it in there where we're going. Okay, about a nautical mile to go before we start the crossing. Yeah, the wind's dropped right out, so I guess that's pretty good timing really. Sails are in. I haven't tidied up the sail bag. I'll do that when it's safe to do so. But yeah, water's going glassy here. I guess getting ready for the westerly or whatever's coming next. But whew, it's got warm all of a sudden. Not complaining. I guess it's the work I've been doing too. Yeah, looks like there's a few boats in there. Quite a few boats in there, so that's a good sign. Half a mile to run to the entrance over the bar. And it's gone glassy, and boy, it's warm now. I'm gonna pull the sails down at the right time. They ain't doing nothing. And nothing. I can't believe there's nobody else out here. What do they know that I don't? Everything probably. So like a lot of these bar crossings, quite a reasonably convoluted route. There is a sandbar round about here somewhere. I can just see shadings basically of colour. So we're going to come up and do a left turn shortly and do a dog leg down in that direction. I can see one of the red port markers in the distance, and this morning on the notice to mariners for the area, they have repositioned a few of the markers, so they obviously should be correct now. And obviously with the shifting sands, this is a moving target, so nice to know that they stay on top of it. So I did update my maps yesterday, last night even, just to make sure that I've got absolutely the latest information, so give you a fighting chance of getting across. We are in 9 meters of water at the moment. It'll be interesting to see what that changes to. We are still going towards a high tide, which is ideal, recommended, and all those other things. So yeah, just about to get into this stuff. Okay, so we're starting to enter the shallows. We're now down to less than 6 meters and coming up on the turn very shortly. Okay, coming up on the turn now, 4.3 meters under us even, as we swing around and do the dog leg. Just looking back towards where we came, that's Vernon Point that you can see in the foreground. So behind that, probably can't see much of anything but Fraser Island and the various sandy straight islands. 5.5 meters under the keel, and just making a slight deviation here in the dog leg as we make our way into Burrum Heads. 5.5, holding 5.5. Ooh, 5.6 bonus. All right. You can see the smoke over there is pretty well going straight up until it hits a little bit of a westerly, I guess, which is forecast to come in now. So yeah, it's all going pretty well as forecast. Okay, swinging more in towards the harbour now. 4.4 under the keel and making for the red port marker there. Holding a pretty steady depth of about 3.5 meters at the moment. So just taking it slowly coming in. Very good. First of the markers, it's telling me that the tide's still coming in, so that's good news for me. Well, it's kind of the way I calculated it, but anyway, it's always nice to know when things work out. There's another red marker up ahead, so we'll make for that one. Yeah, as I said, they've just been replaced or placed in the right place rather than being replaced. They might have been replaced as well, who knows. So yeah, if they made a point of saying that, one has to assume they're correct. But never assume anything, of course. We're in 4.2 meters, so looking good at this stage. Ever closer. We've been ticking off the red markers. Another one up ahead there. Can't remember what number we're up to, but that's not really important. Yeah, you can see the shallow there. Sort of a brown tinge. Actually, the water was breaking there before. So that's the kind of thing we're avoiding. Basically, sandbars all over the place, as you'd expect in a river that runs out and just deposits stuff everywhere. You can see every now and then little waves break. It is so calm, of course, there's not much in the way of waves, so yeah, that's good. Yeah, it looks like these people have got a nice place to live, that's for sure. Right on the beach. Wonder what they think of sea levels rising. Oh well, if you're in a Queenslander, of course, you'll be on poles for a while before it makes any difference, but still, you might need to swap your car for a boat. Mind you, if you lived here, why wouldn't you have a boat already? Beautiful wide open estuary here, sand, beaches. It's pretty good. Going back into the deep part of the channel now, so we're in about just under 7 meters of water. And a lot closer. It almost looks tropical, except there's no palm trees. Okay, this says tropics to me. We've got the palm trees, and if that was volcanic rock, it would take me back to Samoa. So, yeah, not bad. Having that out in front of your house. Beautiful golden sand beach. Alright, we'll have a mosey around and just see where the best place to drop the pick is. Yeah, right. Looks like a public pontoon or something there. We'll verify that. Oh, here we go. They don't call them welcome swallows for nothing. They come and fly all around and come and chatter to you and everything. They're cute. Just don't let them nest on your boat, that's all. Right, I am ashore at Burrum Heads. Mini Doxie. Doxie. Bit of a fresh breeze coming actually. Was expecting, so yeah, gonna damn warm otherwise. Alright, let's go walkies. Back from the beach or from the sea wall, pontoon, whatever. I think this might be the main drag. Do you think he knows he should be sitting in the old gum tree instead of on an iron fence? Oh well. Can't have it perfect all the time. Well, looks like I'm coming into downtown Burrum Heads. Good old Queenslander. What's air underneath to keep things cool. Hopefully keep the snakes out too. Okay, we're now on the beach that I motored by earlier on. And now that the tide's gone out a bit further, you're starting to see a little bit more of the definition of the sandbars and stuff out there. Look at the colour of the water. Isn't it great? But yeah, see, they're starting to be exposed now. And you can see definitely where the channel is. Remember what I said about palms and resorts? That's where you can tell, how you can tell where they are. Well, this almost looks Samoa-ish, but different kind of rock. That's okay, I can forgive them for that. And of course, the palm trees. This stretches on for miles. Very nice. And all the way along the way, you can see little hidey holes going down there. Someone's put a park bench under that tree. And there was a bench, yep, there's another one in the trees there. So people have got their little place for sundowners or whatever. It's a kite and a boat, I can't remember what kind. Yeah, it's around here somewhere apparently. Well, I found it nice. little bench to sit on. And we've moved from wanting to sit in the sun to wanting to sit in the shade. Things change overnight. Look at the colours of the water. You see the browns and the blues and the in-betweens, greens. Gives you all the different depths that are going on out there. And then looking into the river itself, where Doxie is. Just from my little seat here, looking back the way we've come today. So zooming in here, there's Vernon Point. And then just to the left of that should be Big Woody probably. And then Fraser Island. And you can basically see Fraser Island all the way out to the east there. So just looking back from my little seat here, back the way I came today. So the first thing we see there in the foreground is Vernon, Point Vernon, I think it is, Vernon Point. And then if we go back in a bit further, that's probably Big Woody Island, just to the left of that. So that's where I've come today. You can see the top end of Fraser Island now. I should hold the camera straight. I guess this must be the tree of one-liners. Some good ones there. Obviously you'll need your pause if you want to read any of them. We'd be here all day otherwise. Oh, and it's even got the current temperature there. There you go. Not bad. In the shade with a breeze. Amusing. Just walking back towards the river now, up to where Doxie is. Yeah, it's a very pleasant walkway. Sometimes inquisitive pelicans get a bit of a surprise. Let's see if we can see what's in this net before he gets a chance to pull it up. Don't like your chances. Yep, nothing new under the sun. But come on. It's not a bad spot to have up there, right? It fits in. Well, here we are at the end of a long day. Good day. Yeah, that was a great sail. I enjoyed that. It was just, it felt like tropical sailing more. You know, beautiful coloured sea, not huge swells, in fact no swell pretty much, and yeah, just cruising along. Beautiful. So feel good. I feel footsore actually. I went for such a long walk on the beach. Realized you got to come back, right? Anyway, that's okay. Enjoyed that. I probably needed to do it. But I think I'll sleep well because it's 2 rolly nights so far, which I haven't slept very well through. Yeah, I hope to make up for that tonight. I sort of had it in my head to leave tomorrow morning, but to be perfectly honest, I think I might just wait another day. What gives the wind conditions are good, but what gives me pause basically is the fact that it's going to be dead low tide at the time I want to leave, which coming out of here, not the greatest idea in the world. So I might just have a catch-up day tomorrow, but you know, who knows? I might just work something else, get a blood rush to the head, and yeah, anyway, these things happen. But at this point, I'm not planning to race off anywhere. So yeah, you've seen how wonderful it is, the day, so thank you for persevering with me and my trip. As I said, we'll start to see new places now, which is great. And yeah, just thanks for following along. Love your comments, love your likes, and I love it when you share it and subscribe. So Do that, and you make me happy, and you'll make yourself happy because you won't miss out. Anyway, this is Dawn Raider.